Welcome back to Basic Bananas Radio, where we share tried and tested ways to grow your brand and get more customers. Everything from the latest in marketing and branding, right through to growing your team and creating an irresistible culture.
Hi, and welcome back to Basic Bananas Radio. Today, I am joined by one of my longtime friends, one of our members from many, many years ago, Cindy Koehler. And we're talking about how you can biohack your confidence. Many gold nuggets, many wisdom bombs are dropped in this episode. I can't wait for you to tune in. Hi, and welcome back to Basic Bananas Radio. Today, I am with my long-lost friend, Cindy Koehler. Welcome.
Woohoo! Adelaide is in the house.
Oh my goodness. I wish we had recorded our pre-chat because Cindy and I haven't seen each other in X many years. We don't quite know. But it feels like we have only just seen each other yesterday. We just had coffee yesterday, or probably more like a margarita yesterday or two. And here's what's cool about doing this together with Cindy. So I've known Cindy for many years, maybe 10 years or so, maybe more. Cindy was one of our members in the Basic Bananas community and also worked with our branding studio and went on to build up her businesses, her massage businesses, a few locations, ended up selling 25 years of running businesses and at the same time also doing a lot of mindset work. And I'll let you talk about this. And I remember still when we launched the Mind Garage, it's such a cool brand and such a cool concept. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your journey and also how we're here now with Mind Garage?
It's so good to be on today. Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure to be connecting with you. And having worked with Basic Bananas, in the inception of one of my businesses, it was such a critical piece to getting things really right. It was such grounded education, and it really was and still probably is world class. So I'm so grateful, and it's great to reconnect. As we said, don't need to see each other every day to make sure it's a heartfelt connection. So
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Came in as an operator and transitioned to a business owner. So I put in a whole different pile of processes and systems and built an award-winning business with 4 different sites and became one of the well-recognised businesses in massage. And got to a point whereby I was putting minimal time in actually running the businesses and just slowly sort of pushing the carousel around with just a minimal amount of effort and having meetings with managers, and it enabled me to live a lifestyle, have holidays, work anywhere in the world. So I basically have transitioned to that space. Sold them all in 2020. With that, I spent some time away and thought, what do I want to do? I want to continue my coaching business. And we started up Mind Garage when I was working with the Business Hood. And we did some great media with that space as well. So here I am still coaching after 15 years and loving it.
And also 2 quick things. So sold in 2020, that was just before we went into all these crazy lockdowns? Or...
No, sold. We went into lockdown here in Adelaide, as much as you can call it lockdown. I know other parts of Australia had a really tough time. We went down sort of around the middle of March in 2020, and I shut all of the businesses for 8 weeks. And we went into all of that uncertainty and all of that fear base, not knowing what was going on. And then I ended up selling the businesses in October of that year, because when we opened back up, they absolutely boomed.
I can imagine.
Because people missed connection and they missed touch, and they were in a lot of stress and pain. So it was a great time for me to sell because of my dream of actually setting up, creating, running businesses for 5 years and then passing them on to another lovely human so that they could do spectacular things with them.
Yeah, and I remember always along the way, you've always been really good at the mindset piece, and even yourself, you know, you have this, you ooze this confidence and charisma, which is not something that I think, and this is another conversation for another day, I don't think we're necessarily, well, I don't necessarily think we can teach charisma, but I would love to be proven wrong. Today, we're going to talk about confidence, and for your current company, the Mind Garage, you've got a wait list now of people that want to work with you one-on-one. You do very bespoke programs, and also you do keynotes. And one of the things that we briefly discussed is biohacking confidence. And right now in this time where there's still so much uncertainty, people are struggling, there's a lot of unrest in the world, and a lot of people are really challenged by this current time and often lacking confidence. So where do we start with biohacking confidence?
Yeah, confidence is a thing, isn't it? Because what we know about confidence is that those of us that have more confidence have a healthier, happier, and wealthier life. And that's proven through a huge amount of research and a huge amount of data. There is better mental health, there is better physical health, there's more money in the bank, we have better relationships, not only with other people, but with ourselves. And we also know the same to be true for those people without confidence. They have the opposite, closely associated with violence, crime, domestic violence, poor mental health and poor physical health. So really, confidence really is an important thing. And I think the thing for me is in my life, I have known that it's been situational. I know that it's something that compounds, like the more stuff you do, the tiny little steps that you take makes it something that you can work on, but also that it is a skill. And that's the thing that I found when I learned that it was a skill. I thought, oh, now I know it's a skill. I can learn that, practice it, and then apply it in other parts of my life to get faster at it. But also I can teach it to people and help them understand it a bit better. Yeah.
I love that. And it's a bit like what I talk about with courage. Courage is a skill.
Yeah.
And courage and confidence are very interwoven. And I would definitely also love today to ask you also secondary when it comes to confidence. You also have an almost teen. I've got two young girls. How can we help our kids to be more confident? Maybe we start there and then we'll go to adults and people who run businesses.
Yeah, look, and I'd say that, kids, the earlier we get these messages to our kids, and I would always say that I wish that I had learnt this younger in my life and how that could have opened up opportunities for me. And like, I get so excited talking about this because we are having those conversations with our beautiful daughter who is soon to be 11. And we talk about confidence in terms of it's not something that you automatically have. It's not a natural thing. And so in that sense, it is something that you need to persevere with and learn, just like playing the violin or playing, playing soccer or having a surf or business. It's something that needs to be had a look at and broken down and practice. Yeah. So I think the first thing about confidence is knowing that it is a belief and an attitude. Okay, so confidence is a belief and an attitude. And it kind of comes with, it's the thing that walks us over that piece of uncertainty. When we want to go towards something, and humans are unique in this space, we are the only species that visualizes something and then takes action steps towards achieving that. And that is unique to just us as humans. But in that taking that step towards something, we go into the unknown, and it's confidence that allows us to take those steps. And in the belief piece, it is a belief in, number one, that you can do it. And number two, that the thing that you want to do can actually be created and it has positive consequences for you and those people around you. So like, I can create a business, and the good thing that will come out of that is that it's going to have positive spin-offs for me in a number of different areas. So
Yeah.
that's sort of one piece.
Yeah. So let's say, and we'll do both kids and adults. So let's say my daughter, I'm trying to teach her, hey, this concept that confidence is a belief. And then what are some things that they can do to practice that? And then also for a business owner or even a new business owner that is maybe feeling a little bit self-conscious, or the whole imposter syndrome, which is a whole other topic. What is something that a business owner can do to practice confidence, to feel more certain?
Yeah, to feel more certain. Well, I think there's the acceptance that when you first take some action that you will feel uncertain. So let's say, for the example with your daughter, if you're going to teach her to surf or to body surf in the wave or something like that, when she first goes into that space, because it's unknown, she'll feel scared, she'll feel nervous, or she might feel anxious. And that is okay. I think the super source of confidence is taking tiny, scary steps. So that's where the courage piece comes in. It is about grabbing ourselves by the ovaries and basically saying that let's feel those feelings, but take the action. And in taking the action, what we do is we get to a space of having whatever the outcome is, we get a little dopamine hit in our brain and we go, oh, that was cool. And that builds like a little confidence ladder, and we do more and more each time. So an individual is more likely to take the next step if they actually have a go and get some success and have a go and have a go. But for basically saying that I am going to feel nervous and I am going to feel anxious, a business owner might be, I've got to make that phone call. There's the feelings. I feel the nervousness. I've got to arrange this meeting, still feel it, but still do the action is a key piece. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. I love the concept of taking tiny, scary steps for no matter how old you are. And as an example, I was eating sushi with my girls, and they're very young, last Friday, and then my 3-year-old said she would like to go get some soy sauce. So I said, cool. Go and ask the lady inside if you can have some soy sauce. Bring the little cup and ask her. She's like, oh, you come with me. I said, no, you can do it. Go try. And so she went off and went and asked for soy sauce. That's a tiny, scary action. If she hadn't gone, I probably would have said, hey, I'll come with you the first time, and then maybe you can try on your own the next time. So it's almost like increased courage. Do the little thing, and then the next little thing, as you say. And as a business owner too, so I need to make this phone call that is scared, I feel scared about. Maybe I make some easy phone calls first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I pick up the phone to make the more difficult call, or the one that scares me.
Absolutely spot on. So like our daughter is nervous before her soccer games, and it's okay to feel that. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to feel that, but it's still a case of pull your socks on, pull your boots on, and step onto the field and do it, and then feel the dopamine hit afterwards. Actually, your little one, your 3-year-old coming back from getting something as simple as soy sauce is building up in them that confidence to speak to someone in that space and ask for what it is that they want. So it is a confidence ladder. It's a compounding thing. And it will be, also with confidence, it's situational. So that she might feel comfortable, going and asking for someone for soy sauce, but she may not feel comfortable then stepping out and saying hello to a new friend. So it could be a situationally a different thing. Public speaking, you might be a world-class athlete and hitting the waves is something really simple for you, and you're like, yeah, it's a walk in the park. But public speaking, you might be terrified. So in that way, our confidence can be very much situationally bound. Tiny scary steps is a thing. Having a growth mindset or an open mindset, knowing that you can affect change yourself with practice and with learning is key also for confidence. It's really key because failure is a guarantee in life every day. Every day. I am as successful as I am because of all the failures I've had. There's various quotes in that space, but I am prepared to keep learning and growing, knowing that with each situation that I come across, there is learning opportunities for me. And having a growth mindset, I know that I take whatever failures, I have a look at them, and I basically apply learning and practice to it so that I get better and better in that space. Open mindset, growth, that's the Carol Dweck piece that most people know. It's really critical.
Yeah, abundance mindset versus scarcity mindset. I think her book is about, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I forgot the exact title. Maybe it's just called An Abundant Mind or something. Great work that she's done. I'll link the book in the show notes too. And also the other thing that you talked about, which I feel is really important also for us, is this piece of acceptance. So, being okay with feeling self-confident, self-conscious.
Yeah.
And then the open mindset piece. And one other thing, and you might have some thoughts on that too, is the whole concept that I talk a lot about also with my family here, is this concept of detachment, or what also is known as the illusion of control. So not being too hung up on things we can't control, because that also robs us of confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. A human is in struggle when the what it is that they want to control and how they see something playing out and what actually happens are two different things. That's when we go into struggle, you know. I thought the day was going to turn out this way, but it actually turned out this way, is when humans get into struggle. And if we change our mindset around that piece and bring flexibility and agility and maybe tell ourselves what is the opportunity that lies in this situation, we can open ourselves up to maximize the experience. There are only a minimal number of things that we can actually control, but what we can control is how we respond to life. And that's a critical piece, and there's joy in that, and there is deep fulfillment in that, and saying, okay, so the goalposts are still changing. This economic environment, this post-COVID life, this business, this world is an ever-changing piece, and it's about how we approach that we can maximize our life fulfillment in that space. So what is the opportunity that lies in this current situation for me? I know it's not the way I wanted it to go, but there is opportunity in there. The universe chucks things at us every day.
All the time. And it is, I love that reframe. It's, you know, something comes at us that is not deemed as exciting or amazing. What's the opportunity in this? And also the other piece you talked about is this unmet expectations trap. We have expectations about how the day is going to be, or that it's going to be sunny, and so we can go on a bicycle ride on the weekend. It's raining, and now I'm, you know, bummed out. So it's about what you talk a lot about, and what you've been for 38 years or so, you've been meditating. That's exactly that piece of meditation, which is the present moment is all we've got, and all we can influence is this moment right now.
That's it. And it's incredible. Like life, when you are in that moment piece, when you are, you know, Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now is spectacular in that space if you're looking for something to read.
Yeah, I need to
it's not
read.
light reading, but the power lies in the joy of, for example, you and I getting to talk today. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. I have no idea about where it's going to go or what the possibilities are, what comes out of it afterwards. But I'm having a great time here with you, just enjoying who you are and what we're going through now. And that's where life lies. That's the golden moment.
The golden moment. I almost just want to finish up on this because it's very profound, and I hope the listeners are really grasping onto this and seeing how profound this is. Are there any final words that you would love to share? And also, where can people find you?
People can find me mindgarage.com.au. They can find me online. There's various Instagrammy and Facebooky things as well, so you'll see me there. Final thing to think on. I think in terms of confidence, see it as a skill set. It is something that can be learned. And in these uncertain times, I know there's a lot of people living in fear, but trust is a big piece as well. So yeah, just embrace what is happening to you at the moment and see how you can get the most out of it.
Brilliant. Thank you so much again, Cindy.
Absolute pleasure. It's lovely to join you again.
Oh, always. And I really appreciate your bombs of wisdom, your wisdom bombs that you've dropped on us. And you, the listener, thank you for catching these bombs that are falling down on you, and hopefully, you know, something will fit somewhere in your life and make an impact for you. Thank you again for listening. If you enjoy this show, feel free to share it with a friend or two. Thanks again.
To get more from Basic Bananas and to learn new ways to grow your business with clever marketing, visit basicbananas.com.